Okay, well, let me talk sports for a second, shall I? The Guardians. He's walking off and laughing. Well, Nick did say it. They're back in town tomorrow, still poised to top the Central Division. Fans, we have high hopes for this summer. I know, you're laughing too. Just as they were over 100 years ago. Leon Bibb is exploring memorable moments in the club's history. Takes us back to the year 1919. In a tight division race with the Chicago White Sox, Cleveland signed a pitcher late in the season whose first start can only be described as electric.
If there ever was a field of dreams, this is it. Not built by a dreamer, but celebrated by one who is of the present time, but often looking into the long ago past. To anyone who will listen, he looks into the generations and tells what he sees.
Bill Wamby was right there. Ray Chapman was there. Ray Caldwell was on this mound.
Scott Longert has one foot in the present day and the other in 1919, when perhaps the most bizarre event of Major League Baseball occurred. We're at League Park at the crossroads of Lexington Avenue and East 66th Street in Cleveland, once home of the Cleveland Indians.
The clouds started rolling in. You could hear some thunder rumbling in the distance.
That 1919 day, it was the ninth inning. The Indians ahead. The umpires are trying to squeeze in the game to its last out before any heavy rainfall. The storm strengthens over Lake Erie and then heads inland, bringing with it a startling crack of lightning.
Everybody saw it, was shocked. And there was panic. People ran out of the stadium. The guys in the infield and the outfield, they went through their spikes. They felt the electricity.
Taking the lightning strike was pitcher Ray Caldwell, just as the big fastballer was in his windup.
And boom, and he was down, flat on his back. All the guys in the infield and the outfield felt a charge go through their spikes.
Fear swept through League Park. Ray Caldwell was stretched out on the mound, unconscious. Some remember his uniform as smoldering. Emotionally stunned, the stadium held its breath. And then came what can only be called a miracle.
However, in 2 or 3 minutes, he woke up and he was in a sitting position, and people were like, oh, thank goodness. Then he stood up.
Applause rippled through the ballpark. He's alive, came shouts from throughout League Park. His teammates tried to walk him back to the clubhouse, but Caldwell barked, "Heck no!" or something like that.
He said, give me the darn ball and point me toward the direction of home plate.
In today's world, a game would not resume with lightning in the area, and certainly not for a player who had been struck by lightning. But in 1919, the game went on, and so did Ray Caldwell, who went all 9 innings. And he won.
He walked back to the dugout, this victim of lightning, and he didn't go to a hospital, wasn't examined by a doctor.
Strangely, the story drew only a mention in the newspapers. But more than 100 years later, the spot where lightning struck is still a pitcher's mound. The Caldwell struck by lightning story haunts Longert. He can't let it go, because when Longert, the dreamer, walks the field, he is back in time.
It's just a place of honor to step foot on that field where the greatest players of all time set foot there.
Pitcher struck by lightning and lives, won't leave the game? Field of dreams? You tell me. For 3 News, I'm Leon Bibb.
Wow, what an amazing story. Caldwell ended up staying with the Cleveland Indians for several years and was part of their World Series winning roster back in 1920.